Oh, wow, I'm small. Hey, who'd you talk to? What's going on? It's me, Mike, Lepre King Mike L. Late to the party, slow to move. I think after the show, I'm just going to go lay in the backyard and have the kids kick dirt on me. Joining me as always is Captain Picard.
Hey there, partner.
Sean, I was running so late that I didn't have enough time to tell you that I was running late.
Oh,
Like that's how bad that got right there.
yeah.
But how are you?
Oh, having the happiest of holidays. You know how it is.
Oh yeah, I love it. Uh, uh, for anybody interested, I am not wearing a shirt. Again, I didn't have a chance. Speaking
Nice.
of Nostradamus,
Ooh. I'm not wearing anything underneath these clothes. Talking about being late, running out of time, too much time. I had the time traveling police enter my residence because they think I got this almanac for scores. And it's not. It's because I don't know how to pick a loser. I have my hands on the prize, my eyes on the prize, and it's almost like Michael Myers when he gets a victim. It ain't gonna be pretty, baby. I haven't got sleep lately. I've been up all night. These people have been harassing me, want to know why I have all the answers. I don't know, baby.
I love when Matt goes on a rant, don't you, Sean?
Oh, I love it.
Let me ask you guys really quick before we get to the game. There's not as many games this week as usually is. You guys play sports growing up?
Yeah.
All right. Like what sports did you play?
Football, basketball.
All right. And Matt?
When I got off the football field, I went to the chess table.
All right. Well, I almost count chess in a weird way, but not really.
Oh yes, it's a war of the brains.
All right. My second question is because I'm not going to talk about me. Matt or Sean, did you ever have a sports moment that you did something in a game that caused like a win, or you had your sports moment? Did either one of you have
Absolutely, absolutely.
Matt?
25 years ago, Thanksgiving. There's a picture of it. Actually, the moment I won the game, I tackled this kid who was like 250 pounds. I was a little Ford Escort. I destroyed the 18 wheeler on the goal line to win the game in overtime. We were up 36. Oh yeah, I smacked Glenn Sherman on the goal line. He goes this way, he wins. I smack him forward that way, we win. There's like 400 or 500 people on the field, and everybody's jumping at the same time when I smack this kid, jumping off their feet. There's a picture of everybody off their feet. I made everybody's feet rise.
So that's that one. Once you get that one adrenaline rush like that, that's when you become like really invested in sports. I think. Sean, what do you got?
I got it. Same thing. Open field tackle. Wasn't supposed to. I was sophomore. This giant running back. I tackled him when no one expected me to do it, and the whole crowd in sideline went nuts. It was one of those moments.
It's the best.
How did it feel? How did it feel when you laid the hit?
It hurt me a lot, and but it also running towards the sideline was like, yeah, no feeling like that.
Yeah. So, to me, that's why I think kids should be in sports, because I could also ask you guys both, what's your lowest moment? Because I know we've all, if you've played sports long enough, you have had moments where you're like devastated. Like it has to go one way, one time, devastating. And so let me jump to what I'm about to say next. So we've been doing legit fun to see football, went on the legit podcast. It's being conglomerated. I made up that word. It's conglomerated into Legit Tube. So Legit Tube is going to have the football. And literally on the page is 4 boxes. It's going to say football, wrestling, paranormal, and then I'm doing my version of the weekend update, like a 20-minute one. Like I really want to do the news. Like I want to news make it live on I want to do it old school style like that. So I got at least 4 that I know I'm going to do. Like, and that's what we're going to do moving forward. Fanatics has opened up the book for as far as what we want to try to sell on our show. So I actually now have to go with you guys. What can we sell on each show? Like, what would you want to try to like put, like, you know, go to Fanatics and you get like 10% off if you put legit whatever. So they open the doors as far as like not just one thing we could do, but we could just pick like any campaign. So we're gonna get bigger, is what I'm trying to say to you guys. It's gonna be a good thing. And the thing is, the anchor of all this has been this show. The fact that we've done it for so many years, and the fact that we've actually gotten better. Like, you can't say that we haven't. The last 3 years, we've been over 70% on locks.
Yeah.
I don't think we've had a losing week this year. I think the worst week we did was 3-3. We were undefeated last week. We didn't even talk about it. We usually pat each other on the back. We didn't say a damn thing. This is just business. It's only business, baby.
I know it's that's the thing. Like, so I don't even bet the games, but I'll be sitting there watching the games, and then like I'll hear like this guy did this and this guy did that. You know, this team's losing, winning. I'm like, yeah, we picked them. It's just like, I'm being honest. It's goofy. I'm sitting there. I'm like, you don't know, and people don't believe me, but I'm like, no, we picked them. That's who we picked. Like, you went with Carolina, like, you know, one of those weeks. I'm like, no, yeah, that's what we did. But anyways, so yeah, this is going to be the anchor of that. The Sunday night paranormal will come back because I got people that want to do that. I'll help them with that. Sean, me and you got to get together and get this wrestling thing off the ground because I actually came up with a good way of doing it. We review the shows, Raw, SmackDown for now, and then we give our versions of bookings, like why we don't think that should have happened, how we would put this guy over. That's our ideas. So I had a lot to say. Plus, my torn pectoral muscle is the main reason that I'm late. I didn't expect to go to Christmas Eve and get so many drunken men hugs. I wish I was joking, right? Between my nephew, my brothers, like they both grabbed me for some reason, bang, and hit me right on the pec, and I was like, oh. And so the last couple days have been horrendous, but I guess it was from getting hugged, which is, you know, can that be ironic, Sean?
Yes.
All right, so we finally found some irony. Okay, let's look at the games. The one request I have for the football games, guys, is that when we get to the Giants game, I need to just have a moment with the Giants. That's all I'm asking, because I'm at a point. All right, let's start off with Matty. Arizona Cardinals travel to the Cincinnati Bengals. Bengals are favored by 7.5 at home. Who do you like?
I don't see any planet or universe that the Bengals deserve to be given anybody 7 or 7.5. I like the over in this game because I think it's going to be quite easy for both teams to score. I like the over probably the most, but I could say Arizona 7.5 is the same. Likewise, I think both of them are very favorable, and I like both sides. Give me Arizona and give me the over 53.5.
All right, Matty's going Arizona. Sean, who do you like?
Yeah, he took the words right out of my mouth. I like Arizona. I like him a lot. I think Trey McBride's going to have one of the greatest days ever receiving from a tight end. And he's going to go up and down the field. So if you play daily fantasy, don't fall for any like other little gimmicks that you could, oh, you know what? We're going to take Hill today as our tight end. No, McBride. He's going to have a great day. And Arizona is, they're going to win.
So
I'm
gonna
hold on. I actually do believe you said they're going to win. So you have them winning outright?
Yes, I do.
I do too. I believe that they win this game outright. So there you go.
All right. So I'll admit I'm stuck on the fence with this one, and I've been stuck on the fence with this one all day. And I'll tell you why. Who has the better offense?
That's tough to say.
Yeah.
Because doesn't that matter in this game? Is that the only thing that should matter? Like, in other words, if we figure out who has the best offense, and you take out like fake plays, that's the safest way to go. Think to
There's
myself,
there's
You would
There's-
think, but
there's big wind in that game, right? So I want the quarterback who's going to throw the tighter spiral at a lower intermediate, short range, high completion percentage. I think that's Jacoby, where Joe is going to be throwing the ball downfield. Wind is going to be more detrimental to the path of that ball. I like the Cardinals in this matchup.
all right, Sean. I'll ask one last time. Yes or no? The Cardinals have a better offense than Cincy.
could I answer that and give a opinion?
You have just a quick yes or no.
Yes.
Yes, they do. I'm going to go with the Cardinals. I have no locks on because that's another one of the issues I had to deal with. But hold on.
I believe T. Higgins is out.
Oops. Which one? Is he? All right. Either way, I'm going with Arizona. Let me add him to the banner because that's at least what I can run, I think. The switch over is not easy. All right. Cardinals. Matt, we'll start with you again. Seattle now is going to Carolina. Seattle's favored by 7 in this. And here's my issue with this. I'll tell you the issue right now. I'm talking about Seattle being favored by 7 against Carolina. Carolina's at home. I'm not completely 100% sold on Seattle, even though they beat the Rams. And I think Carolina is better than they are getting credit for. So then I look at it and I go, 7's a lot to be going someplace. I'm going to go Carolina, and I'm going to take the 7. Again, I know that sounds weird because Seattle's this hot team, but at home, it's an ugly game. They win by 3. Carolina covers. I'm going to go Carolina. Matt?
I am on this game, and I'm on Carolina with the 7.5. It's one of my lower points in the spread league. I would tread carefully, but if I'm on a side and you have to force me to take a side, I'm on the Panther side. I think we've seen from the Rams game, they like to tussle with the NFC West, and they also are ready for the contest. They've been up for pretty much the majority of their games this year at home. They're a different animal, and I'm on Carolina. Give me the Carolina. I think it's too much. And 7.5 is too much.
All right, Sean?
All right. Well, there's an old African proverb that goes, "Don't blow your load." And that was
like doubled up. Like it was like almost like a voice talking to us. Then I do that. You went don't blow your load. Hear it? Matt's got his speaker on. That's why. All right, Sean.
Oh. Okay, so basically what's going to happen is last week they had a big game, Seattle. Matt's speaker is on.
Yeah, Matt, your speaker's on. Hear it.
And Carolina needs this win desperately in order to win the NFC South. So, with that being said, I'm also going to agree Carolina wins this one.
Wow. That's not good news to start off agreeing on the very first 2 games.
Nope.
All right. So right out of the box, we come with two locks. At least let me do that. All right.
It's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot.
I'll let you pick this one, Sean. First, Pittsburgh is favored by 4.5 going to Cleveland. Do you like Pittsburgh favored by 4.5 or Cleveland at home?
All right. So Cleveland lost their running back last week. You would think that this would be a higher spread. But here's the thing. NFL is writing a story in which Pittsburgh is going to play Baltimore for the very last game of the year for their championship. So in order to do that, they have to lose to the Browns. So therefore, I'm going to say the Cleveland Browns will win today.
I don't think Cleveland wants to win.
I don't think so either.
I think the league is infected right now. Literally infected with like 4 to 5 teams that do not want to win today. Straight up. The Giants and the Raiders don't want to win. Cleveland doesn't want to win. Tennessee doesn't want to win. Now they're all talking. They've immediately started the draft. It's a
The Jets.
Fucking nightmare. All right, Matt, who do you like? Pittsburgh 4.5 or Cleveland?
I'm not seeing 4.5 anywhere. I'm seeing 3.5. But I'm gonna be on the Pittsburgh side of this. I think that there's wind gust and bad weather, rain in that one. Sanders has probably started out his career in the worst type of weather games than any other rookie, and it is what it is. But
Can you see this? Can you see that at all?
What is it?
Yeah.
Can you see the screen at all? Pittsburgh right now is at 4.5. I'm not joking. They jumped to 4.5. It jumped to 4.5. Is what I'm saying.
I'll be on the side of Pittsburgh. I think Pittsburgh needs this game, and probably the reason it did jump that way is people know that Pittsburgh needs this game. So I'll go with Pittsburgh.
All right, you got Matt went Pittsburgh. Sean, you went with Cleveland. I'm gonna say that it happens like this. Cleveland doesn't want to win, but they end up winning. Why? Because I think both teams are a little inept, and I really think the Giants are waiting for Mike Tomlin to finish the season, to sit him down, right? Make a trade. Physically going to have to make a trade with the Steelers, but that's why we'll have the first round pick, right?
Mm-hmm.
If we trade for Mike Tomlin, and he's mentioned it before, bring him in as a head coach. Oh, glory be to God! We'll finally have a head coach, a head coach. You know, a guy says something everybody else listens to. Amazing. All right. I'm going to split. Like I said, I'm going with Cleveland. I just think they're going to win the game because both teams are inept. That's how I see the spread. All right. Oh, Matty, New Orleans is going to Tennessee. See, this is a spread that it's a sucker spread. New Orleans is only favored by 1.5 playing Tennessee. Tennessee doesn't want this game at all. And as good as Cam is, I take New Orleans by 1.5. Bang. This is Matt, go ahead. That's easy for me.
The reason why this game matters, it's going to decide who the rookie of the year is for Cam Ward or Shuck. And I'm on Shuck's side. I was lost, but I am now found. The Saints were the worst team. I could not see in my spread league. I think I was 0-6. And then a few weeks ago, I was like, I'm on your bandwagon. I have never gotten off, and I refuse to. The Saints have proven something, and it's so tough because, this game looks like a fight between two shitty teams. But in reality, the last 3, 4, 5 weeks, I don't know any other teams that have provided such toughness in the game of football. Two tough teams. But I think today is Tennessee is on the loser side because that's how good the Saints have looked lately.
So, Sean, before I kick it to you, you understand that I still think, right, that Jackson Dart is a better quarterback than both of those guys. And the reason I'm saying that is simply this. Kafka let him throw it 13 times last week. Let me repeat that. The season's over. Season's over. We want to get the quarterback better. Let him throw. I don't give a fuck. Let him throw. 13 passes in a whole game. How are you making
that? That was because they felt that the pass rush could get to him, which shows me they're trying to win that game, which is crazy because the Giants are trying to win. That's crazy. That was game script.
All right, there's a thing here. Taysom Hill, big game incoming.
Yeah, I think so.
If he's going to have one, wouldn't it be today?
Yeah.
All right. So, Sean, we're over to you for New Orleans and Tennessee. Tennessee is getting 1.5 at home. Who do you like?
Well, don't forget, this show was the show that first told you that New Orleans was going to be hot. Is going to stay hot. And you know what? I'm not jumping off that hotness because they've won 5 out of 7 point spreads the last 7 weeks. 5 out of 7 is New Orleans. So therefore, sticking with New Orleans, going with Shuckamania.
You know what? Still don't think he's better than Dart.
He's not.
I
But
just
Shuck it.
you got to say shuck it sometimes.
You got to say shuck it.
You know what? Look at how I look. Look how I printed it. Look on the bottom.
Nice.
Look how it's like. It's not even like fucking unbelievable. All right. Tampa, Matt, is favored by 4.5. Going to Miami. Dolphins are starting the kid again. Goddamn, the Dolphins are a mess. The Dolphins are a mess, and they're in a worse mess than the Giants, but they're just not in New York. The Dolphins don't have a lot of home fans. They have transient city type fans. It's not a lot of. Anyways, Tampa 4.5 over Miami. Who do you got?
I'm gonna take Miami. I like Quinn. I like what he did last week. If there was anything with the Miami Dolphins in recent weeks in the second half of the year, it was the quarterback position wasn't giving them shit. And I think if you can get a little bit, it's more than enough. The defense has been playing well. The run game has been there. You can argue for days all day you want till the sun comes up. Achan's the top 3 back. I didn't believe that. I didn't believe that at all. In any fantasy draft this year, I could care less about a little guy. And this little guy is not just a little guy; he's a big ass player. Give me Miami. I don't believe in Tampa Bay. They've been on a downward spiral the second half of the year. Baker is hurt or just really showing us what he is and why many franchises has passed on from him. Maybe he can obtain some flashes of greatness, and then this is it. But I'm going to say give me Quinn and give me the Dolphins because Tampa Bay ain't covering the spread. It's just not happening.
You know, the thing about Mayfield is I've never liked Mayfield because of the Giants statement, but him and Josh Allen do the most community stuff I've ever seen. Like they're always doing stuff, so I always give them kudos to that. Like I like them better now because I see how much they put in. Like Mayfield does a lot, dude. Like he's like a big celebrity in Cleveland. It's ridiculous. Of course, it's Cleveland, Sean, so they're not used to celebrities. Who do you got for the game?
Well, we have Tale of Two Cities. Tampa Bay still has a chance to make the playoffs, but they are not playing well. Miami, vice versa. So, I don't know. I had Tampa Bay all week, but today I changed this morning. I'm going Miami because I think if you use your wisdom, you say it's really 7.5 spread. And yeah, Tampa Bay is not that good right now. They're starting to get a little healthy, but I have a feeling that today's going to be a big day for Miami and their running game.
I don't know if I'm happy right now or if I'm not happy because I have the Dolphins.
Oh wow!
I've been alluding to that the whole time. Like the Dolphins are playing to prove that they are better without Tua. They're trying to prove that it's one of those addition by subtractions. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what it is. I don't know why. I don't know what the kid's attitude was in the huddle. Like I don't. But they've changed. And Tampa is I won't even play Baker that much. Like in other words, like I wouldn't get Baker hurt. Kind of like I wouldn't play Dart today. But anyways, you don't like I like Miami. They're playing for nothing, but they're playing for a pride that's weird. So you got to roll with that late in the season because it's like a push. So now go ahead, Matt.
I just feel like I'm not going to pin the tail on the donkey, but it almost feels like the year when you had Tua doing a lot of these go routes, seam routes, doing chunk plays. It was like in response to everyone going, Tua underthrows people. He can't throw. And then it was almost like that's all he wanted to do is throw the ball deep. It was never this underneath game, short game, take what the defense is giving you.
Yep.
It was almost like he was always fighting the press at the press conference in between the lines. It was weird.
So here's the thing: you just basically said it. It's let I'm going to completely blank on you right now. I don't even know what you were just saying. I'll be honest. I'm right.
I was just talking about how Tua was always just going for the
All
deep
right.
ball.
Thank you. So
Yep.
my big issue is quarterbacks. Some quarterbacks tend to fall into a rut of where they only throw the passes they know they're good at or that they like. Right? They don't take what's there. There's certain quarterbacks that do that, i.e., a Brady. Like, again, I don't like Tom Brady.
Successful.
I don't personally like him, but I can't say that he didn't do that. Like, you know what I mean? Wherever someone was open, that's where you should throw it. You get a guy like Tua,
Death by poke.
like that, they want to throw certain areas they want to throw. Doesn't work out that way. All right, Sean, Jacksonville out is favored by 4.5 going to Indy. Now, I don't understand why it's only 4.5. I'll ask you this quick because you think Indy is going to be able to stay in the game with Jacksonville the way Jacksonville's been running?
I do not actually. I think that the Colts are on a downward spiral. I think they had a nice season, but it's almost like you wish they'd kind of go away. Jacksonville. I think if you thought a month ago, none of us would be saying that Jacksonville is going to rout Indianapolis, but here we are. And guess what? Jacksonville wins today.
Matt?
I believe Jacksonville wins. Like, if you want to tease them down, because in some places I see 6.5. I don't see 4.5 anywhere.
It's right here.
I would take the Colts. I think that. Well, I don't know. The DeForest Buckner is re-injured again.
It's 4.5, dude. I can show it to you again. At 4.5, I don't see how you can't take Jacksonville because.
Well, that's what they call a sucker spread. It's so good that it sucks you right in, but then you get your clothesline like the Ultimate Warrior, his only move that he had, and I feel like
no. He had the gorilla press.
Gorilla press.
Then drop the guy behind him, which made no
Jumping
sense.
shoulder block.
Then he would go off the ropes and do a splash on the guy's back.
Yeah, he would.
Dumb, and you can hurt somebody. You never want to expose your back in wrestling.
Yeah.
Most professional bodybuilders, which he was, want to splash on other dude's back. So I mean, it makes sense.
I get it. I get that entendre. So all right, who do you like, Matt, in this game?
What game are we talking about?
Jacksonville Jaguars and Indianapolis Colts.
I'll take the Jaguars. I think it's a public favorite, and I think that's a very dangerous thing. But I think we'll take Jacksonville.
Then that official.
It's so luck.
I'm not gonna partake in it because I think it's dangerous territory. I think it's the game on the slate that people will look at and go, Jacksonville is on fire. Last week, Colts look like dog shit. I think Phillip Rivers looks kind of bright in spots.
Where's Jacksonville ranked in run defense?
Well, that's where
that would be the question of the day, right? Where is Jacksonville's run defense ranked? Because to me, the only way the Colts can stay in this is if JT does damage.
That's right.
I'm gonna look
and I think that's what you want to do first.
I'm gonna look that up. All right, Sean, I'm gonna let you take this one. This is the last 1:00 game. This is an odd game. The Patriots against the New York Jets. Now, here's the thing: Patriots favored by 13.5. Let me give you a thing. The Giants and Patriots have.
What'd you go with? Did you go with the Colts, King?
No, I'm with the Jaguars. It's a lock.
Okay.
Oh, it's a lock.
That's what's it's scary. But listen, the Patriots and the Giants have both beaten teams over 500 twice this year.
Yep.
You realize that the Patriots have only beat 500 and above teams twice. Everybody else is below. So that kind of put it in perspective for me last week with the Patriots. Made me think, I don't know if they're there yet. I mean, I know that it looks good and I know it's building, but maybe it's not on that level yet to go up against the big boys and hang for a while. I don't know. Now, they come out with 13.5 in New York. I mean, I've seen the Jets play the Patriots, God help us, like for 40 years of watching them go twice. It's always a wacky game. It's never going to be a 13.5 just easy blowout. The Jets hate the Patriots. It's going to be a bruising, beat-up fest. I'm just telling you. It's not going to be pretty, but I'll let you go first, but I still have my opinion. Sean, who do you like?
I never pick the Patriots when it's a big spread, but today I think the Patriots do it. Here's why. One, I think Henderson runs wild like Hulkamania. Two, I think that you're going to be looking at a return by Jones for a touchdown. And I think today we're going to see interceptions galore. So I don't think that it's going to be one of those high ones, but I think it's going to be, let's say, a 21-3 game. So therefore, that's how I think the Patriots pull it off.
All right. Matt?
I don't believe the Patriots defense is as advertised. I think that they can be pushed around, running, passing. They've looked a little bit more sound. But I don't think the Jets have anything that can present a challenge for this defense. The Patriots are playing hard. They're playing for a reason. They've got to keep pace with the Bills. Division 1 seed, even though the 1 seed's probably out of question. But I am on board with going with the Patriots as being a public favorite today. I think it's a public play that you can get behind. I generally don't want to, but I think this is one that is sound, and I don't see it. I don't see it. I don't see the Jets. I don't see them posing a threat.
Okay. You guys both take the Patriots, and then I give you my take. So I'm going to split on this, and I'm going to even go this far. I'm going to go this far. I'm going to say that it's very, very, very close. It's a very close game. And if anything, right, the Jets are the stupid type of team where they'll win this game off an interception, a block punt, a fumble, something wacky. The butt fumble, something dumb is going to happen. The Jets are going to stay in this game. I know I sound crazy, but watch what happens at the end of the game. I'm going to split and go with the Jets, Jets, who don't want to win. But
King, you got some sugar over there that's like really, really good sugar.
I'll tell you this much. Here's what I got. I know that every time I have a crazy long underdog spread and I feel strongly with the other team is going to compete, that I've pulled this off every year we've done this. I can go back to 14.5 with the Panthers once. I can go back to the time I think the Jets when they were like something, and they won the game. If you remember the one they were down by 14.5 favorite, it's going to be that type of game. This is one of those bombers where I ignore the spread and I think of the two teams and how they play each other, where they're playing, and what kind of game is it going to be. Just want to run the ball. Patriots going to have a hard time with that. They're just going to keep their quarterback off the field. That allows special teams mistakes. Anything goes the Jets' way, they win this game. So therefore, it's close. And 13.5 is far too much. We'll see. Hey, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. All right. So we split on that, guys. Let's go to the 4:00 game. Starting off with Sean, the worst organization of all sports. The Philadelphia Eagles are playing Buffalo in Buffalo. So Buffalo's favored by 3. Is this a Super Bowl preview, Sean?
No.
Okay,
As
good.
a matter of fact.
I'm like, good.
I think that it's going to be a back and forth match. I think the teams right now, if I was to pick a Super Bowl, I'd say it would be the Rams against the Texans. But as for Philadelphia and Buffalo, they still are playing the games. Buffalo seems to have a little bit more to play for. So, this is my push of the week. But I would, in this case, go Buffalo.
Matt,
Most highly televised game means most highly bet game. Generally, I used to like stay away from these games, but then I went right on in there. This one, I'm going to stay away from. I don't know how the NFL wants to present the outcome of this game. I believe it's going to be an outstanding contest, great game. I see the Buffalo Bills winning at home. That's how I see it. I don't know. Because the way that the Buffalo Bills have presented themselves this year is that they can be ran on.
Yeah.
And I think that the Philadelphia Eagles can do that.
But doesn't it feel
Josh
like Moss is this year's Barkley?
What is it?
Doesn't it feel like more? It feels like Moss is this year's Barkley. You know what I mean?
You mean Cook?
Cook. Why did I say Moss?
Cook's on fire.
Yeah.
And he presents a challenge to remember when I started thinking about this game, I started thinking about the time we were talking about the Giants playing the Eagles, and we knew they were going to beat them. And it was like the last time, it was like their climax, it was their peak. But the Eagles can be ran on. So what happens in this game? Who takes control first? Who implements their game plan?
Yeah.
I want nothing to do with it. Nothing to do with it. Nothing to do with it. That's all I'm going to say. I see the Bills winning it. I don't see how the NFL could give that up any other way unless some crazy ass shit happens. Philly ends up on top, which I could see happening. I'm staying away from it. I like the Bills.
thank you for that decisive indecision. So here's what it comes down to. Cold game, right? Two quarterbacks. If you had these two quarterbacks slug it out, figure out this game themselves, you go with Josh Allen every day of the week and twice on Sunday.
I'm hearing he might be injured, King.
Yeah, I know. But I think he's still playing. And
He is. But he's played like shit the last 2 weeks.
Doesn't matter. Like, you know what? With a kid like that, I swear to you, it doesn't matter. We're getting near the playoffs. The Bills are going to be one of the teams that sneakily get their way up. They just will, because I don't know. They just want it way more. So I'm going to go with the Bills myself, which would make the Bills a lock, because we all officially on the record of going with the Bills. All right. Next game. The Giants are actually favored by 3 to play the Raiders. Raiders. Chest when I do, like, I just need. Excuse me. So, Mr. Mara, I hope I honestly hope you're feeling better, and I hope you beat this and you get better. But can I just say something, please? I've been a Giants fan since I was like maybe 4, 5, 6, and I'm in my 50s. So I've seen every Super Bowl. I've seen us win every single Super Bowl, right? One every decade. The 80s, the 90s, the 2000s, and I guess you call them the teens. We got one in each, but we don't have one in the 20s. And I'll tell you what, we're nowhere near that. We've lost the most games out of any team in the NFL since 2017. That's, by my math, 8 fucking years. So here's what I ask. 1, fire Joe Schoen. I think you're going to, because you didn't let him make any moves at the draft deadline. 2, hire a real fucking head coach and a real fucking general manager that know what they're doing, all right? We have struck out on the draft so fucking horribly that I still can't get over. The Evan Neals, the Deontay Banks, people you trade up, Jalen Hyatt, people you trade up for, that they don't even play. They don't. And you know what the worst part is? They may turn out to be good on another fucking team, but not on ours. So I ask you, would you please just lose this game? Like, would you do what other NFL teams do and just screw the pooch? Do not start Jackson Dart. You let him throw 13 times last week. I don't care how good their pass rush was. Let the kid throw bombs. Let him throw across the field. I don't care how many interceptions he gets, but he's not going to improve with 13 pass attempts. It ain't happening. So that means you're not worried about improving the franchise rookie quarterback, you're more worried, Kafka, about what? Winning the game? You got a game plan to run the ball? Who the fuck cares about your game plan? We're 2 and whatever. We don't care about your game plan. Let the kid throw the ball. That's what we're here to see. The other kid, our defense, Abdul Carter, he took Lawrence Taylor, making fun of him, for him to go, all right, here I come. And now he's playing. So lose the fucking game because you don't want to win this. And the franchise needs it so bad. If we end up with the number 1 pick, we can trade it to a team like the Jets or teams like something like that and get a couple of draft picks and maybe a player. And then all of a sudden now, if we have a real head coach and a real GM, we're still paying Daniel Jones $23 million this year. Can we just please, God help us, please get a hold of ourselves, right? Fire everybody. Lose today's game. Don't play Jackson Dart. Don't do it. Don't start him. Don't let him get hurt. You paid Russell Wilson $5 fucking million or something like that. Jameis is getting a couple of million. Let them go out and take the beating. We're not starting Andrew Thomas. Every time we don't start Andrew Thomas, we get fucking killed. Right? It's history. So just don't win this game. Don't make Jackson Dart get a concussion stretching out the fucking game just so he can win it. With that said, I'm going to go with the Raiders. Because I hope the Giants do what they're supposed to friggin' do today. They're supposed to lose the game, goddammit. Going with the Raiders. Matt? You're on mute.
Nope.
I have to disagree with you, King. I think last week's game script showed they were attempting to win the game, and I think they're going to try and win the game again this week. And I'll even go further. I don't know how you go into a locker room and tell a team we're going to go out there and just put our feet in the water, or we're going to go out there not to win. Gladiators to go out there and not come back. It's. I get what you're saying as a fan, but hold on now. Hold on now.
Wait, I never said
the
that.
way.
Wait.
I know you didn't say that, but what I'm saying is,
I want the players to play like they're going to lose. It has nothing to do with that. It's all who you put in for starters and how you coach the game. Kind of like when we could get the ball on the 1st and goal, we accept the field goal. That's how you lose games. That's all I'm asking. Not the players.
I agree. I agree, but I don't think. I think what they're trying to do is instill a tradition, and that's not how you go about it. But I do believe there is other avenues, and I do believe that that's here and it's prevalent and it needs to be talked about. And that's why we're talking about it, because there's definitely organizations, and I think that that's going to be very detrimental to the health of the league once you start having handshakes during the game with your opponent, and that's what I think is underlying there. But we're talking about this game. I think the Giants win this game,
I know you're gonna say that.
and I think that they want to win this game.
All right, listen to me.
Yeah.
Malik Neighbors is actually in hot water because he tweeted when that happened something about looks like we don't want to win. So it's being noticed by a lot of people, the coaching decisions, like how they've been why would you go? Why wouldn't you just take the ball and get a touchdown? What are you doing? Why are you punting from the 29? Shit like that's been going down all year, all right? That's all I'm asking. The coaches to screw this friggin' game up. Just screw it up. They're not starting Andrew Thomas. They're sitting Newman. There's a lot of guys not playing already. I looked at the thing. But you know what's fucked up is? The Raiders aren't starting a lot of people either. Both teams are trotting out like their second B squads.
It's almost like they're going, be my guest. No, you. No, you. No. And that's truly what I'm talking about when I say handshakes between the lines. Like, this is what's going on, and I don't think it's good for the NFL.
Nope.
But I think that the Giants make that much more of an effort today, and that effort is stumbling foot forward. Under. I like the under in this contest for two teams trying not to win the contest. Give me the under. Absolutely.
There's no Theo Johnson. Now, you can say that's a bad thing, but he doesn't catch the ball. So I actually see that as a positive thing. And I'm going to say this once. If the Giants put in, and I'm going to forget his name, the third string tight end, Fedoni. I think it's Fedoni.
That's correct.
All right. From BC, wasn't he? From Boston College,
Yeah.
something like that? All right. He's the best receiving tight end we have by far. He has the best hands. If you've ever seen that kid play in college, he was on track to be like a really big tight end in the NFL. Then he got hurt.
Yep.
And then knocked him down. But I'm telling you, he's a smaller back, tight end, but he's faster than what's his name? Bell. Our tight end is Bell. I'm blanking completely. He's just a better receiver, right? I hope they play him today. There's been guys that they've had on their practice squad that I'm like, why don't you like Deontay Miller, Turbo Miller? Have you ever heard his story? Like that kid's crazy. He runs like a 4, like he's like Chris Johnson speed. Why don't we play these kids? Who gives a fuck? Why don't we do this? All right, I'm sorry, Sean, go ahead. I'm so upset. But Sean, go ahead. What do you like?
Mike, you made a very passionate speech. It was fantastic, but unfortunately, I'm going to have to go with Matt, and I'm going to have to say the New York Giants because it looks like it's backups versus backups, and in this case, Giants have better backups than Oakland does. It's just the way it is. Normally, we come down to good coaching.
Your Giants are going to win today.
Nobody's more mad about their team winning than the King.
So, but
I hate to say it.
Would you agree
They're
that
letting
it's
us
easier?
down.
Would you agree though that it's easier to throw a game on the road?
It can be, but I think it's easier when you have Tom Brady saying, listen, we really need to start rebuilding this thing, start stripping it down, and we really need to lose this game. So let's not give it our all today. Pete Carroll, you're in a safe place. You're going to have a job next year. Let's get this done. Let's get a nice pick for the Raiders. For the Raiders!
Do you think Jackson Dart is going to be the quarterback going forward for the Giants?
I do.
He's shown enough to you think that he will?
I think before the
No.
injuries,
No?
No.
I think Jackson
I don't
Dart
think
is going to
I
be
don't-
next year. I think he's going to get at least a year out of it.
I don't think he has shown enough, but it's also not on him because he hasn't had a lot of guys around him
So
to see that. But he
That's my
does
point.
have a lot of moxie. He's got a
Yes.
lot of moxie, confidence. But also, with that being said, there's a time and place where you got to pull that back. And can he do that?
I agree.
Can he do that?
Here's my question though. Is there anything about playing in regular games, these 2 last games, that he should be playing? Like he can't learn this stuff in the preseason. They can't practice this stuff then. He's gonna get killed. Like they're not playing correctly. The quarterback's under duress. If he's gonna be the future, if you're gonna make him the future, why in God's name would you put him out there on a 2 in whatever team? Why?
Because I think they're trying to build something for next year.
Yeah.
13 passes last week.
And
We're building them. Get out of here. They're fucking idiots. They're killing the kid. You don't understand.
bad
Guys,
teams make bad decisions.
You guys are thinking
This
rational.
guy might be thinking he's grabbing onto a job, and if he can get a win and get underneath the owner's good side, maybe he can get pulled back in. No, I don't know.
I think I hate to say it. I really believe the Giants have that type of talent where they're a lot like the Patriots from last year. They're going to see next year's schedule is going to be favorable. They're going to see that next year they're going to have a good coach, and all of a sudden they're going to turn around and everyone's going to go, "Wow, can you believe the Giants?" Yeah, you can believe the Giants. The Giants have talent on the team. They have good depth on the team. Believe it or not, they have solid backups on their team. They have good
Yeah, we got
special
Vernon
teams.
Golston back. We got Vernon Golston back. We haven't had
Yeah.
him all year. It just sucks. It sucks because the best thing that organization can do is to lose this game. Because with the number 1 pick, the trades that have gone down in the past are huge. We're talking 2 first rounders, a player, a second rounder. The Giants need something like that to douche out this system, right? Free up the money of Daniel Jones, and then get rid of Jalen Hyatt, get rid of all those guys on the bubbles. Get rid of them, and now suddenly we could be a team.
Yeah.
So please do not win, even though these guys know you're going to. I'm not even 100% behind my pick. I would probably agree with you guys and make this a lock, but I'm so emotional. I'm letting my emotions.
Listen,
I
going
know-
with your own team, you're basically saying what you want to happen.
They're gonna
Yeah.
lose today. Yep, I'm sticking with that. And you know what? I'm gonna use whatever I have up here to make it so. The Giants will lose this game today. God damn it! They're gonna lose it. Keep the number 1 pick. Oh Christ!
They're gonna look fantastic today, King, and I hate to say it.
I'm sorry. So this what tonight's game. See, I don't like it when there's only 3, 4 o'clock games. Don't like it. Don't like it.
There's only 2 today.
I thought the Eagles and Bills were 4 o'clock.
Yeah, that's 2.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. No, the Bill. Oh yeah, that's right. That's even worse.
Yep.
I didn't even know that. God damn it. So on one channel you get to watch 2 great teams. On the other channel you get to watch 2 of the worst teams.
Yes.
Both have a 3-point spread. Isn't life great?
Great late night. Great late night game.
All
Yeah.
right, so Monday night game. I mean Sunday night game. The Chicago Bears and my fantasy quarterback Caleb Williams traveled to the San Francisco 49ers. And at home, the Niners are favored by 3.5. Sean, what do you like?
Man, I hate to say this, man, but I'm starting to become a big San Francisco fan. I watch that team. They're fun to watch. That offense is hot. Defense is somehow getting it done, even though they can't keep it together. But they're doing enough. And yeah, I like San Francisco in this game. I think that you have a nice day for Jennings today if you're playing daily fantasy.
All right, Matt, you?
Fan of San Fran. I'm queer for a bear. I want to pay my fingernails. I think that Caleb Williams is the best gay quarterback of all time.
Yeah.
I think that they can run the ball, play defense. I got them with a 3.5. I think that this is a great game, but give me Caleb and the Bears.
Oh, you're down to party.
I think it's funny that he's that. You meant that he's the happiest quarterback. Anyways, listen.
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of the nails thing. Like as a teammate, I would be that guy that would say something. You know what I mean? I don't like that. I don't like it.
Isn't it weird that Caleb is always best coming from behind?
All right, we're moving on. Here's the thing, though, Matt. Who did you take? The Bears, right?
Yeah.
All right, so I'm going with the Bears as well, Sean. I think right now they're both great teams. Like, both starting to do what they do, right? The Bears, though, stay in games. The Bears are really a wild bunch of athletes. So, and the Niners are more polished. The Bears are more wild athletes. I'm going to go with the wild athletes today.
The 49ers have to get a lead, and Caleb has to come from behind.
That's what has to happen. Oh, I don't want to hear any more about this.
That would make a split on that one. Last game, the Rams are favored by 7.5. Sean, they traveled to Atlanta. The Rams, 7.5. Monday night. Who do you like?
All right. This is going to be shocking to people. I have the Rams as my Super Bowl pick, but I really think Atlanta, as porous as they are, under Cousins can keep it close. I think it's going to be a shootout. With the weird thing about this shootout is they're going to see a big game from Bijan because he's going to have a ton of receptions. But you're going to see a lot of points scored in this game, and because it's a lot of points scored, the Rams are going to win probably by about 5. But yeah, Rams win outright, but by the points. Are you ready for this?
Yep.
I'm going to take Atlanta.
Wow. Matt?
I'm going to go. Captain's making me think, but I'm going to go with the Rams. I'm going to go with the Rams in this situation here.
Can I just say something real quick? I would also
go ahead, babe.
I'm also going to go with the Rams. I'll tell you why. 7.5 is a full spread. They make it 7.5, so you're like, that's a lot of points to cover. When in reality, the Rams should beat the Falcons by like 21. With that offense, It should be a 21-point game. Literally, that's how I see it going down. I don't know. I don't know why it's 7.5. I think it's 7.5 because they want you to take the Falcons because oh god, that's more than a touchdown. So, but
you got
by 14. We want the Rams.
But all the Falcons players right now, people aren't paying attention. They're all playing well offensively. Bijan's playing well. Even Pitts is playing well right now. So they
play the Rams. You know what I mean?
But I'm telling you, they can keep it close, and Devontae Adams is out. And so isn't one of their other receivers.
There hasn't been a team that's let me down more than the Atlanta Falcons.
Oh, yeah. I agree.
Week after week. When I go with them, they screw the pooch. I can't and will not. I will not, won't not.
I will not, will not.
I cannot, could not lift a log. Someone's got a phone call. All right, guys, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, 6 again? Yeah, 6 6 locks. The Cards,
yes.
Saints, Panthers, Dolphins, Jaguars, Bills. They're all scrolling across the bottom. Again, 70% on the season on our locks. Those are 6 again. Is there anything you guys would like to say?
We might be better than that.
I know, but you know what I was reading? It was like a big thing. Like I'm talking about that. It's better to round down than round up because like
we might be closer to like 95%.
This just in, Brent. We're closer to 100%.
We're probably.
It's insulting.
We're in the probably in the high 70s. No joke. Probably in the high 70s. Almost 80. But I'll go with 70%. Sean, any fantasy football advice? Isn't this like Super Bowl weekend for like most leagues?
Yeah, it is. Big week. Play the players that you came with.
Yep.
So don't overthink things. Unless it comes to kicker, then overthink it and lose it by a stupid kicker mistake. But the players that I said already, McBride. I like T-Mac or Tetro, whatever you want to call him, McMillan today. I like Judy in the surprise play this week. And I like Jennings for San Francisco.
All right. So I want to tell you guys, Matt, what do you got before I talk?
Don't play against teams that have Derrick Henry on them.
All right. So over in the corrupted football, fantasy football league that I've been in for like 30 years, right? Out of nowhere comes Mark Evans. Mark Evans had the worst team for like the first 4 years he was in the league. And then I guess by just drafting the best player, he's slowly built it up to where he's in the corrupted bowl.
Oh.
Right? Now, he's never won it because he's only been in it for 5 years. But I'm the biggest loser in this league. I've never won the championship. I've been in it 4 times. I can't have Mark Evans win this. I can't have him win today. It can't happen. I hope it doesn't happen, but he looks like he's got it. You know, he's got the team. However, the team that is playing Mark in the Super Bowl is coached and owned by Brother Ray. Brother
Deadly
Ray,
assassin of a GM.
Brother Ray will win this corrupted bowl again. He somehow comes in. He comes in like, man, I gotta be honest, he comes in like 8th place or 7th place every year, and then he just steamrolls you. Look,
Wallops you.
so I'm gonna show you this real quick. This is what he uses as his profile photo. All right, what you're looking at is that's Louis Quissett down.
Yeah.
Like if you went straight down that street, Boys Club would be on your left. That was the bar that my papa. That's my papa standing right there on the left. That's the bar that he went to, the New Deal Club. It was one of those clubs where you had to be somebody. I don't know how to put this. Let's just say Italian, right? You just kind of had to be like. They got in trouble. They had a slot machine in the back in like the 70s and 80s. Like this is where like a lot of like patriarchal calls were made, received. Like that's dude. And I gotta tell this. The best story about this though is so my papa always played 888, right, for the numbers. They used to do the numbers by, if you guys know this, what dog won the first race, the second race, and third race, and then fourth race of like, I don't know what one track they use. And that's how they did the lottery. They were doing the lottery before there was a lottery. Like you pick numbers and the dogs had to all win with those 4 numbers. And that was like the lottery number. Now, my papa always picked 888, right? It comes in. He goes in the new deal club to collect. And the guy is like, he's like, Nick, you didn't have that number. He said, what do you mean I didn't have that number? I always have that number, right? So my papa leaves. My uncle tells the story. Now, my uncle's still in the bar. My papa just walks up. The phone rings, right? Petriarca himself. What did my papa call Petriarca and complained? Petriarca actually said, and this is how weird it is because he knew so much stuff. He said, Nick, you always play 888. Like, you know what I mean? He knew that my papa played 888. So my Uncle Bobby said, I'm sitting in the bar. The phone rings. The bartender goes over and gets it. He says something, and then all you hear is, okay.
You're a winner.
I'm sorry. And then my papa and the guy's like, Nick, I'm sorry about that.
Yeah.
We got a winner here.
Yeah.
That's a great story, not for nothing. But anyways, you can't really see Ray's team, but Ray's got Drake May and Bo Nix. For running backs, I guess he's got JT, Jonathan Taylor. He's good. Quinshawn Johnson, he's out. Kamara is out. Chris Rodriguez is out. Caleb Johnson is out. Holy shit. Ray's going to have Amari DeMarcado from the Cardinals. Yeah, the JT. And then for wide receivers, he's screwed. Metcalf's suspended. Odunze's out. Vale is out. Travis Hunter's out. Beck is questionable. He's only got CeeDee Lamb and Troy Franklin as healthy. And then 2 tight ends. Holy shit, he's going to lose. Ray can only start 2 running backs, and he can only start 2 wide receivers and pray that the questionable one plays. Mark's going to win the goddamn Super Bowl. I'm devastated. This has been such a tough year. What goddamn.
Such a tough day.
I win on this, and I don't bet the games, and then everything else just falls apart. I'll tell you what, though. My fantasy basketball.
The Giants are going to win.
What a terrible day.
I'm gonna go ice my my move. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for joining me. Again, our locks are Cards, Saints, Panthers, Dolphins, Jaguars, and Bills. 4. Captain Picard. 4. Mastradamus. It's me, Michael King, Mike Gill. This was Legit Fantasy Football, brought to you by LegitTube.com. Guys, thanks for watching. Remember the 7 teams. Just go back and watch the end of our show and look at the scroll on the bottom and go with those teams. Basic is what I'm saying.